Hello guys and welcome to the 15-minute series by Raj Malhotra IAS, in which we try to cover something very important from the UPSC's point of view in less than 15 minutes. So as you all know that internal security happens to be a very essential component for your IAS mains, and in fact even your current affairs for the prelims as well, because a lot of questions are asked from the security issues. So a very integral part of internal security is cybersecurity, and today what we are going to do is that we will be covering the latest cybersecurity threats that have been covered by CERT-In. So I hope that all of you are aware what CERT-In is. So CERT basically stands for Computer Emergency Response Team. So this is the team that is the first line of response whenever there is a cybersecurity threat on the nation, on if any government website is defaced, or if any cybersecurity threat overall is spreading in the country, then CERT-In is responsible to control it. CERT-In is responsible to mitigate the risks that are associated with it. Now, if I actually tell you one thing, that if you visit the CERT website, then they guys give out latest virus alerts and some IT news. And I am actually telling you one thing, many times UPSC picks up the topic from here. Okay, so for example, as you see in front of yourself, that there's a Sarple ransomware that is currently spreading, right? Now UPSC might ask you the question that Sarple, as recently seen in news, is, then they would say that it is a city in Africa, then they would say that it is a ransomware that is spreading, anything of that sort. Okay, so you should always keep an eye here, because end of the day this is an organization of MeitY itself, that is the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So it is important, it becomes extremely important for you to know, to be aware of the latest virus alerts. Now let's talk about the three latest alerts that have been given by CERT-In, and the first one being the Sarple ransomware. So Sarple is a ransomware, and now I am not going to explain what a ransomware is. I think that you should be aware of it. It is basically a malicious code that encrypts all your files on your computer and then asks money from you. या आपके कंप्यूटर की फाइल्स को किडनैप कर लेता है और आपसे रैंसम मांगता है कि मुझे पैसे दो बिटकॉइन में या किसी भी तरह, and I will basically decrypt your files. This is what a ransomware is. Now a latest ransomware by the name of Sarple ransomware is spreading, and it is spreading through malicious emails. So you will get an email in which there would be an attachment. Now just like any innocent user, you would download that attachment कि देखूं तो सही, क्या पता मेरे लिए कोई 1 करोड़ रुपए आ गया हो. So when you open that, what happens is that it automatically downloads the payload. Payload is the virus basically, and it will then end of the day encrypt all your files. According to CERT, if you get infected, if your system gets infected with Sarple ransomware, you should not be paying anything, because in cases of ransomware it is very difficult for the files to get decrypted. So one, you will lose money, two, you have already lost files, right? So a small tip, that you should always open attachments from the emails that you know that you are supposed to get. Okay, it might be from your boss, it might be from someone you know, but do not open attachments from any other random email. So this was the first one, that was Sarple. You should remember it, Sarple. ठीक है, just remember it. क्या है Sarple? Sarple is a ransomware, emails के through आ रहा है. Done. Now let's talk about the second one, which is an adrosec malware. Now it is spreading through fake download websites. So I know that all of you, कभी ना कभी आपने लाइफ में कोई फ्री सॉफ्टवेयर या कोई फ्री मूवी डाउनलोड करने की कोशिश की होगी. Now when you open a website on which there are download links, you must have noticed that there is one download link, but around that there are 10 other download buttons, right? Now it gets very confusing that which one is the real one. Now what is happening is that if you are on a website that is spreading adrosec and you end up clicking the download button, so which is eventually downloading a malicious file, it will install adrosec on your computer. Okay, and it obtains access to registry की. registry की basically होती है आपके system की core settings, right? ये मान लो कि जो सबसे important settings होती है कंप्यूटर की, वो registry की में होती हैं. ये करता कैसे है? How does adrosec infect you? How does adrosec affect you? It will modify the DLL files of your browser. Okay, now what will happen is that, let's say that you open Google, and on Google you type Facebook, right? you are thinking that okay, मैं तो असली Google पर हूँ, that I am on the real Google and I am on the real Facebook and I will access Facebook, but this is not the case. In real, what is happening here, that Google that you see is a fake search engine. On that fake search engine, when you are searching for Facebook, you are going to a fake Facebook, जहाँ पर whenever you are entering your ID and password, gone, phishing हो गई, your ID and password is now with the hackers. Okay, so you should always make sure that buy the softwares or buy the movies. It's not that expensive if you think about it. हम 400-500 रुपये पिज़्ज़ा पर लगा देते हैं, बट कभी सॉफ्टवेयर खरीदने पर नहीं लगाते. तो इट्स ओके टू बाय द ओरिजिनल वन सो दैट यू आर अपडेटेड एंड दैट यू आर सिक्योर. ओके, सो if UPSC asks you about Adrosec, it basically affects through the search engine and fake download website से ये spread हो रहा है. CERT-In ने इसको cover किया. Okay, all right. Third one is Mozy IoT botnet. Now, what is IoT? IoT is Internet of Things, right? So it is basically that nowadays, smart cars are there, smart home is there. So all those devices that are operating through the technology called Internet of Things. Now, just imagine that if these get infected, right? That you have basically installed something in your home, a smart device in your home, and it is infected, and now hackers have access to it. ठीक है, कि आप चाहते हो कि मेरी सुबह 4 बजे लाइट ऑन हो जाए, लेकिन सुबह 4 बजे गाने बज रहे होंगे, तो क्या होगा, राइट? सो इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो कि मोजी इज एन IoT बॉटनेट. अब बॉटनेट क्या होता है, बहुत टेक्निकल है, बट स्टिल यू शुड नो अबाउट इट. बॉटनेट इज बेसिकली any malicious software that infects a lot of computers or a lot of devices together. तो लेट्स से कि अगर मैं एक हैकर हूँ, मैंने एक malicious सॉफ्टवेयर को बहुत सारे डिवाइसेस में फैला दिया, अब ये मेरा बॉट नेट बन गया, ये मेरा बॉट नेटवर्क बन गया, मैं इस पूरे के पूरे नेटवर्क को कंट्रोल कर सकता हूँ किसी भी तरह. ठीक है, एंड जनरली ये कंट्रोल किया जाता है टू एग्जीक्यूट DDoS अटैक्स. DDoS होता है डिनायल ऑफ सर्विस अटैक. एंड व्हाट हैपन्स इन अ DDoS अटैक, बेसिकली लेट्स से कि एक वेबसाइट है, ठीक है, या लेट्स से कि ये जो पानी की बॉटल है ये एक वेबसाइट है. अब ये जो पानी की बॉटल है ये एक टाइम पर एक इंसान को ही सर्व कर सकती है, राइट? बट इमेजिन करो कि अगर इस पानी की बॉटल से 100 लोग एकदम से पानी पीने की कोशिश करें तो ये बॉटल टूट जाएगी और किसी को भी पानी नहीं मिलेगा, राइट? सो द सेम वे व्हाट हैपन्स इज दैट अ DDoS अटैक अटैक्स अ वेबसाइट थ्रू मल्टीपल रिक्वेस्ट, जिस करके वो बेचारा सर्वर उसका क्रैश हो जाता है, या फिर वो जो वेबसाइट होती है या जो सर्वर होता है वो ख़त्म हो जाता है. ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ the DDoS attack is carried out. And Mozy जो है, Mozy, for you don't have to remember all these technicalities, बस याद रखो कि Mozy एक IoT botnet है. एंड इसका जो सोर्स कोड है वो गैफगेट, मिराई एंड IoT रीपर, इन तीनों से निकला है. अब UPSC आपको पूछ सकती है दैट Mozy, गैफगेट, मिराई एंड IoT रीपर ये क्या है. ठीक है, ये मॉलवेयर फैमिलीज हैं जो IoT डिवाइसेस को टारगेट कर रही हैं. ऑलराइट, जस्ट रिमेंबर इट. तो Mozy, गैफगेट, मिराई एंड IoT रीपर. So this is it for today's video, and I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that it was an informative video. Thank you very much. Keep subscribed to the channel for more such content, and see you all in the next video. Thank you.